In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build a form using your Google Drive. The form will then be used to give students a quiz or just to check grades on a homework assignment. This video will be part 1 of 4 in the series on how to build a form. Once you are inside of your Google Drive, the first thing you want to do is go to Create Form. Whenever you create a new form, the first box that loads asks you to title your form. So be sure to give your form a title right away. The next thing that you can do is choose a theme for your form. There are a couple options that you can choose from. If you see one that you like, go ahead and select it. It will put a slight little blue box around it, let you know it's selected, and then choose OK. Once you have done that, your form is ready to go. Up across the top of your form, you will notice a couple things. The first thing you'll notice is that you can change the theme again if you do not like the theme that you have currently selected. The next is the View Responses. If yours does not say View Responses, you need to click on this and tell Google that you would like it to create a response destination each time you create a new form. You only have to do this once. From then on, every time you make a form, it will automatically generate a response form for you. Whenever you choose View Responses, it will show you the people that have answered your form. And also across the top is the Accepting Responses button. If you no longer want people to be able to respond to your form or quiz, you would click on that and it would now not accept any more responses. Also, you can view the live form. We do not currently have anything in our form, so this is what it currently looks like if someone was to go to it live online. Right below the top toolbar is the form settings. In the form settings, you want to make sure that the top box is checked. That requires that the student is logged in with their Farmington School District provided email address in order to take the form. This is important because it makes sure that students are the student actually taking the form. Nobody can just go and take it for them. They need to be logged in. The other one you want to check is the second box, automatically collect a respondent's district username. Their username is their email address. So this saves you the trouble of needing the student's email address to send them the results from their quiz or homework check. It's automatically collected for you. So please make sure the top two boxes are checked. The progress bar at the bottom is just a personal appearance option. If you want it there, great. If not, no big deal, but it just kind of shows how much of the form is left to answer. That is the form settings. The next part down is actually filling out the form or quiz. Filling out the form is very simple. You just type in your question and give some possible answers. The first questions that I always like to ask is for the student's name. I will make this a text question. A text question allows students to type in their answer, as in their first name. I then make sure that the question is required. I always make sure all questions are required so that they have to answer each question before it is submitted. The next question I always tend to ask is for the last name. The easy option to do this is the middle button on the right-hand side, which says Duplicate. When I duplicate, it saves the first question for me and duplicates it as a second question. And now I can just simply change first to last. It's already selected to be required, and I can choose Done. I now have two questions, first name and last name. Some of the other questions that you can ask is a paragraph answer. This type of answer will require students or gives them more space to type a longer answer than just the normal text. When asking these types of questions, just be aware that whenever you have the quiz or the form graded, the students have to have the exact answer that you have in the answer key in order for it to be graded correctly. So whenever you ask these types of questions, paragraph text and or just shorter text answers, you will probably have to grade those on your own to see if they got it right or wrong. Everything else, though, can be graded automatically. Besides text and paragraph text, there is multiple choice. Checkboxes. Checkboxes allow you the option of giving more than one possible right answer, so students can select from a list all the correct or all the incorrect answers. Choosing from a list will provide a drop-down list of possible choices. A scale will allow students to rate things on a scale of 1 to whatever, and you can put in options for 1 being easy and 5 being hard, or however you would like to rate your scale. A couple other ones. Grid is generally used to make a rubric. If you have any date questions, you can put in what date did this occur, and students can select the answer. They can also include time if needed. Or you can just put in a straight time question. Those are your question options. Most of your questions will probably be multiple choice. Again, no matter what type of question I choose, I always make sure the question is required. We'll just go ahead and type a sample question here. So my question is, what part of speech is a person, place, or thing? Down here I will give the options for the students. When I'm done, I can choose Done. If I realize I needed to edit the question, I can choose Edit. If I wanted to delete the question, I could choose Delete. If I'd like to duplicate that question, I can do so. And maybe I just want to change a few words. Now all I did was change the question but have the same options available for the students to choose from. Again, I can choose Done. If you add a question where the students need to choose checkboxes or from a list, sometimes I like to give a hint. So if I'm going to do checkboxes and I type in my question, such as which of the following are chemical changes, I'm going to let the students know that there are more than one correct answer. And then I would give my options. Again, make sure the question is a required question. Besides inserting different types of questions, you can choose the drop-down arrow next to Add Item, and there are other options that you can put in. It shows your most basic options, your more advanced options, which we've covered all of those, and then you can even put in images and videos. If you'd like to ask a question that has an image, you would select Image, and it wants to know what image would you like to insert. You will have already needed to download an image, probably using Google Images or somewhere else online. Download the image to your desktop and then choose the image. You can also choose an image by using the image's URL, and you would just simply copy and paste the URL to the image into this box. I'm just going to upload an image that I've already saved to my computer. This puts the picture into the form. It wants you to give it an image title. I'm just going to say, use this picture to answer the next question. I'm going to center the picture, and I'm going to choose Done. On the next question, I'm just going to insert a paragraph text. This would require students to type in an answer, but I would have to grade it myself. So I would ask the students, how were these used in class? And so they would have to provide to me their own answer. If I wanted to, I could make this question a multiple choice question and ask what they were. It works all the same. I make it a required question, and I choose Done. Now I have a picture with an answer spot. I could also choose to insert a video. Whenever you insert a video, by default, you can use YouTube videos. So if I searched for Bill Nye, it would bring up Bill Nye videos for me. Select the video that I want.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
And I go ahead and choose Select, and it will insert that video in. Again, I'm going to choose to center it, and I'm going to give it a title. And maybe on this one, I'm going to ask several questions in a row based off the video. Again, I would put in my questions and provide many different answers. Again, choosing that it's required. Once I have built my quiz or my form and I want to check what it looks like, again, I choose View Live Form, and this will take me to what it looks like for the students whenever they're taking it, asking for their first and last name. Here's a couple different questions that are multiple choice. Here is a checkbox option where they're going to need to choose more than one correct answer. I've got a picture where they have to type in their answer, and I've got a video that they can watch.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
And then answer some questions about the video. One thing about building videos is when you put the videos in, you probably cannot load directly from YouTube or the students will be blocked. What you will need to do whenever inserting a video is search for the video by URL. This will allow you to go to My Big Campus, and remember, go to My Big Campus in the Student View option and find a video in the Student View, copy and paste the link from My Big Campus in the Student View, allowing the students to be able to view the video because it's in My Big Campus. It will be considered safe. So this has been part 1 of 4 on how to build a Google form. If you have any questions, please be sure and ask. And we'll continue with parts 2, 3, and 4, which will explain how to use and grade the form. Thanks and have a great day.